Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a pick a card reading to find out what's the next chapter in your career and finances. We are going to dive deep into the details of what can you expect when it comes to kind of projects you're going to be working on, the kind of people that you're going to be collaborating with. We are going to also look into any cautions that spirit guides want you to be careful about, or any special messages that spirit guides have for you. So, if you have a question about what's happening next in your career and finance, or any particular question about a specific aspect of your career, then think about the question and then pick one of these piles. If you do not have any specific question and you just want to figure out what's happening next, then that's also perfect. You just need to use your intuition. Think of the question that what's happening next in my career or finances, and then pick one of the four piles that I have prepared for you. While you're making your selection, you may feel drawn to the numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can also get drawn to the crystals that I have provided on each of the pile. So for pile 1, we have the carnelian crystal. For pile 2, we have black onyx. For pile 3, we have bloodstone. And for pile 4, we have sodalite. So you may feel drawn to the number, or to the color of the crystals, or to the characteristics of the crystals. And I always say, when you're using your intuition, do not over intellectualize the process. Pick the pile that you feel most drawn towards. If you still are not able to make your decision, you may try placing your hand towards each of these piles, and sometimes you can feel like a magnetic pull towards one or more of the piles, and then that's your indication that that's your pile. Okay, so if you're ready to dive deep into the details of what's happening next in your career and finance, then take a deep breath, use your intuition, and pick one of the four piles, and I will see you in your reading. Bye. Hi, bye everyone. So the crystal that you have chosen is the red carnelian, and the card that you have chosen is the Tower. So right away, I can see that there are some major transformations that are going to be occurring in this next chapter of your career and finances. If there have been some things that you felt you were unsure about, or you didn't really know if that was the path you were meant to take in life, then I feel as if now you're going to be attracting a time where anything that's truly not aligned with you and doesn't bring you the highest level of fulfillment, it's gonna start falling away. And I feel as if the spirit guides are also telling you that you are ready for this change. Because in this particular card, if you see, these are like, sort of small houses. I feel as if you have something that calls to you, that already you have some sort of a foundation set up. Maybe you were working on a side project, and then now that has started to take some form of stable hold, stable foundation, and now it's time for you to let go of the main job. Because that's the kind of feeling I'm having here. It's almost as if there is something that aligns with you, and you have started to grow a small foundation. Because, if you look at these houses, they're quite small still, but they're like a house, right? I feel as if there is something that aligns with you, that calls to you, and you found meaningful and fulfilling, and you have been working on it for quite a while, and now you see that things are sprouting in your favor in that area, and now maybe a time for you to let go of this main foundation. Maybe it was a job that you were mainly dependent on, or maybe you were dependent on your parents' money or your spouse's money. Like, I feel as if there was a certain way, a particular way in which you were making money till now, that you did not really find that very fulfilling, and you have been working on something on the side, and now you see fruitful results sprouting in that area, and now spirit guides are nudging you to start moving towards uprooting this old way of making money. I really feel that for you. So let's see, with the help of tarot, what are the details of what's happening next in your career and finance. We have the devil. A lot of major arcana cards are coming, and both of these cards, they show a major transformation. The devil can talk about situations where we have been holding ourselves back because of our own limiting beliefs. We also have Page of Wands, Ten of Wands, Knight of Wands, a lot of Wands energy, fast movement, which is also represented by a Tower, the Emperor. We also have Temperance. So by one, I feel the same thing that we were talking about the Tower card. I feel as if there is something that you have really been working towards. Both Ten of Wands and Knight of Wands and Page of Wands, they make me feel as if there was something new that you had started. It wasn't something that experienced in, it was something new, but you have been working tirelessly towards it, managing different aspects of your life, managing different aspects of your career. I do feel you had some other stable foundation that you were dependent on for money, whether that was a job, a career, a business. There was something that you were dependent on, and I feel you have been managing everything, but just going forward with inspiration, motivation, because Nine of Wands is the fastest moving knight. So it's like you were executing. It wasn't just like, oh, I have this plan and this sounds nice. No, you were in the execution team of your life. Okay, you thought of something and you were already thinking of how to execute it, how to improve the way you have been executing that thing. And I feel as if almost to like an obsessive level, because devil can also show where we have been obsessing over, which may not be always a bad thing, because sometimes I've seen something major transformation is happening in our life. I have seen that we do have to sometimes give that obsessive energy to that particular project, and I feel as if now the fruits of your labor are starting to show up. And this emperor makes me feel as if it's not a small fruit. It's not like you start to make like a little bit of side money. No, I feel as if that particular thing has started to take a big foundation of its own. And also, because of the temperance card, I feel this is enabling you to manage different aspects of your life in a much better way. If you see, we also have a lot of major arcanas: Tower, Devil, Emperor, Temperance. I feel as if this is going to be one of those chapters in your life which you remember forever. Like one of those chapters that really define the course of your life going forward. So there is a life before this and there is a life after this. So I feel as if this project that you've been working on, it's really meaningful to you, and maybe you have been facing a lot of competition, or people were not really supporting you in this thing that you were doing. But I feel now that all of that is actually becoming something in your favor. So for example, if this was a side project that people were not really supporting you with, but now it's starting to become successful, realize that actually I can listen to only me when I am making these big decisions. I don't always have to satisfy everyone around me before I learn to make a decision about my career or finance. I can make decisions which are in my favor, which can be fruitful, which align with me, even if others are not in alignment with it. So let's roll the Astro dice to get more details. We have Sun in the seventh house in Libra. So, Libra actually talks about our relationships, the balance and harmony in our relationships. Seventh house also talks about relationships. They can be both personal or professional, but partnerships which are crucial for us. So I really feel as if there has been something that pertains to people around you not really supporting you, but now I feel you're attracting these people who actually believe in the path that you have chosen for yourself. Because if you look at Sun is main authority. Sun represents the king, right? Which is also the emperor energy. So I feel two, three messages I'm getting here. One case can be that you're attracting these people of power and authority and partnerships or collaborations with these highly influential people of authority, which will transform your career and finances to another level. Okay, so if you have been working on attracting the right kind of collaborations, then keep going. If you haven't been working, then that is something that spirit guides are saying you should start looking towards. Maybe start thinking about the better partnerships that you can do, the collaborations that can really help up level the career and finance that you have been working on. If you're in a job, maybe you need to network with a particular team head, or maybe you need to network with your own boss. There is something that partnership with people of authority and influence that can really transform wherever you are right now in your career and finance. Another message that is coming forward for you, and this I think is going to be applicable for almost 60% of you, is that you are yourself coming into a position of power and authority, and you will feel as if now everyone wants to collaborate with you, right? Even if earlier there was a situation where people were not really believing in your idea, maybe it was really out of the box, or people didn't really think it's going to be fruitful, or they didn't really could see the vision that you have for your business or for any project that you were working on. Now I feel as if because you're getting this success, you are becoming almost like a yourself a person of power and authority, and everyone wants to collaborate with you. So this sounds really promising. Let's find some oracle cards, see what more changes the guides are saying you can expect in your career and finances. Lizard, regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Ooh, exactly what the tower was talking about. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. If you really, I feel by one, if there is something that you have been working on, or maybe you were working tirelessly towards it and there was just failures happening, spirit guides are saying maybe make some changes in the way that you will have been approaching this thing with, because I really feel as if, the way they say put on your new cloak, it could mean a couple of things. It could mean that they're saying do not worry about the failures and just keep going, and success is right around the corner. It could also mean, which I feel is more applicable to your case, and that is that maybe change your approach a little bit. Maybe you're not really looking for these collaborations that we were talking about, and that's the missing factor. Okay, there is going to be some little bit of change that you do need. If you have been feeling dreary because of things not really moving forward at the pace that you have wanted them to move forward, or you have not really been able to achieve these particular goals that you have, spirit guides are saying keep going. maybe make some tweaks and changes to your approach, maybe add some more things, maybe hire new people or make contacts with new kind of people. Actually, that can be another thing, so say you have your own business and you have been doing everything yourself. Maybe hire a few people that you can delegate your work to, so that you can focus on the core thing, and you can delegate the admin task, and you have more time to focus on your core thing, right? Which can also correspond to the partnerships that we were talking about. So I feel there is some sort of tweaks that you need to do, but like, do not even think of giving up. You are unparalleled. You have been going at it. You know the thing in and out that you've been working on. Just a little bit tweaks, and you will be reaching the level of success that you've been wanting. Unicorn, infinite possibilities. You are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. This really corresponds to the Emperor card. I really feel there is something that you've been doing. It does seem that the project that you've been working on, Pile One, is a little bit out of the box, and that's why maybe people around you didn't really believe in it. But let go of the darkness. Let go if you haven't been able to get the success and you're feeling down about it. Let go of that feeling. Know that it doesn't matter what others are saying. It doesn't matter if it hasn't happened till now. Okay, you have infinite possibilities. Just carefully assess, okay, maybe these are the tweaks I need to do, and then go forward. And sometimes when we look around and we see, oh, I've been putting in so much effort, but I'm not getting the success. And maybe people around you do not work that hard and they're already able to get the success. Like, for instance, on social media, you see, okay, there are people who are just working for relatability, and they get likes and comments and shares, right? But you actually have a message, and then that takes time. But that's the thing, right? You are not becoming ordinary, you're becoming legendary. And sometimes legendary things take time to take fruition. Okay. Okay. Follow what lights you up. It's okay to take your time. That's one message that's coming again and again. I think you have been working on something that you find meaningful and it has been taking some time, but it's okay, Pailavan. Okay, legendary. Just focus on that. Believe in yourself. Yeah, Pailavan. If you have a vision, the message is clear here. If you have a vision, keep working on it. Do not care about what others are saying. Do not care if it is taking more time than the normal to achieve your results. You've got it. Just carefully assess the things and take the steps that are needed in order to achieve your goals, and success is going to be yours. Okay, we also have the card of Capricorn, ambition, realism, and methodical steps. This is exactly the kind of feeling I'm getting again and again. It's not just that get lost in my fantasy and this is a vision will just happen. That's not the feeling I'm getting. The feeling I'm getting is that have the ambition, but carefully assess it. What are the tweaks that I need to make? What's working for me? What's not working for me? And then keep taking proper steps towards your goals. Like, for instance, if your goal is to say make $10,000 in a month, instead of starting to think how I'm going to make 10,000 straight away, think, okay, how am I going to make my first 1,000, then 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, like methodical steps. It's not that it's not possible to achieve your goal, it's totally possible, but you just have to say, okay, step 1, I need to get this thing fixed. Step 2, I need to take this step now. Okay. And Shrine, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. Yeah, Paivan, you are supported. The spirit guides really want you to know you are supported in this theme, this dream that you have. You don't have it just to tease you, right? You have a dream, a desire, so that you can fulfill it. Universe has given you that dream so that you can actually accomplish it, right? So know that you are supported. Universe is going to bring you in this next chapter all the things that divinely align with you, whether those are collaborations, whether that's power, influence, and they're saying just keep working towards it. You are supported, especially with the harmony card and the Libra and the seventh house. I feel as if there were things that were unsettled in this project, maybe with your work colleagues, with your peers, superiors, or the people that you have hired, if there was some kind of a disconnect. It could also be with your family members, if they were not really supporting this project, if there was some disconnect because of this career, this project that you've been working on. What if you haven't been working on, like sometimes there can be disconnect, like why aren't you taking action already? And you're like, no, I need to dive more into it because I don't want to take an imperfect step forward, right? Whatever the case may be, spirit guides are saying that harmony and flow is coming. Okay, that you will start to see things shift, and you will start to see this new projects are taking foundation in the favor in which you've always wanted. Okay, so that sounds beautiful, pile one. All the best for this next phase of your career, and see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your reading. So the crystal that you selected is the crystal of black onyx, and the card that you selected is Nine of Pentacles. I really like this card because Nine of Pentacles represents manifesting your dream reality. Everything that you have been working towards, manifesting it in real life. Because, it's the pentacles. It's no more the possibility. It's something that you have actually manifested. So when you look at your life, you see, wow, everything that I have been working towards, I have finally manifested. So if you have been working towards a certain goal, or you have been working towards manifesting your higher self, or there is a particular vision for your life that you have been working towards, it's coming. It's manifesting for you. This is a confirmation from spirit that the dreams that you've been working towards tirelessly, that's coming. Especially because of, how she's just playing the piano and the trees are booming out of it. I feel as if you've been at it for a while, and you have been perfecting your skills almost to the level that you didn't even care about anything else. I feel as if you've been single focused on this particular vision, this project, this dream reality, and you have just been going at it. And now, Spirit Guides are saying it's coming even better than you could imagine. Things are unfolding in a beautiful way. So let's see with tarot more details of what can we expect in this next chapter of your career and finance and money. So we have Eight of Cups. Feel this card. Two. Two of Swords. Ace of Swords. Feel like this card has been peeking out. Knight of Pentacles. Let's take one more. Knight of Swords and Three of Pentacles. Yeah, both of these knights, it really makes me feel as if there is something. Okay, this card just fell out. The World. Wow. Beautiful. I feel as if pile two, there is something that you have been working towards, and I feel you have been investing in it. It's not just something that you have been using your mind. I feel there is some sort of an aspect where you've been using your mind, improving your skills. But this Knight of Pentacles somehow making me feel as if you've been investing a lot of resources into this particular thing. Maybe you were up leveling yourself and you were putting in a lot of resources, or it was a new business and that had a high gestation period and that required you to put in a lot of resources. Maybe in your job you were trying to get a new client and you've just been putting a lot of time and resources into it. But I really feel as if this project, you have been investing time, but I also feel as if financial resources into this thing. And it's almost this word, it makes me feel as if you're landing it. Whatever you have been, that's the word I'm hearing, landing it. So if there is a client that you've been trying to land, you are landing it. If there was a particular brand, some partnership, a job, there is something, I'm hearing the word again and again, landing it. You are landing that client, that project, that dream job. That's happening for you now. And the world and the Eight of Cups, it really makes me feel as if it's going to transform your reality in a way that, one of those times when we look back and we see, really, was that me? Like, we don't even identify with that part of us anymore. Like, we think like, oh, it was in a previous lifetime almost, right? I really feel that that's the level of transformation that's occurring. Right, and that makes sense. There is a particular dream reality that you have been working towards tirelessly, and now that manifests and it's here to stay. And so, whatever your world was earlier, it's just gone. You don't even identify with it anymore. I really, really feel that. Right? And this Two of Swords and Three of Pentacles, it makes me feel as if, so the Two of Swords make me feel as if it wasn't easy manifesting this dream reality. I think you had to take some tough decisions and you had to rely a lot on your intuition. So that is another message that I am getting for you, that if you don't know what is the path, if you're stuck somewhere, you've been trying to manifest the dream reality, but you're stuck somewhere and then you not know how to move towards the situation where everything that you've been trying to manifest is finally manifested, then you need to tune into your intuition. There is a missing factor that may not be able to be comprehended by just by your intellectual side, right? When we are doing something legendary, when we're trying to make a major transformation, you cannot solve that, you cannot manifest that from the energy of your previous reality. You somehow have to attract the energy. In order to attract the reality that you want, you have to start imbibing the energy of what is it that you want. Okay, and I really see that happening for you now. If you have been feeling stuck, you need to go within and start imbibing this energy. Like, what does this higher self do? How does that higher self show up in the world, in this dream reality? How do I solve this particular situation? And then start moving towards the solution. Okay, so the spirit guides are saying this going within in intuition and trying to keep your vision on this thing that you really feel drawn towards. Like, keep your focus on that. Try to manifest that energy, try to imbibe that energy in you, and then find solution from that place. And that's when you'll be able to change your reality. This Three of Pentacles really makes me feel as if you're going to get the support from the people around you. So if you have been lacking support, or maybe that's the spirit guide saying that, if you do not have all the answers, maybe reach out to other people who have achieved the kind of dreams that you have already achieved. Sometimes you'll be surprised at the kind of things people can help us with. Maybe they can give you some contact, they can give you some useful piece of information that changes how you take decisions, right? So let's roll the Astro dice to see what other information we can get about your career and finance. So we have Jupiter in third house in Capricorn. So Jupiter, that's the planet of blessing, that's a planet of abundance. So that's for sure you're attracting a lot of good luck when it comes to your career and finance. Capricorn also is a sign which is an earth sign. It represents material wealth. Capricorn people are also, if you see, very meticulous. They take meticulous steps towards the project that they are working towards. And third house, it can talk about the networking. It can talk about our neighbors, our friends, our siblings, the kind of people that we interact with. Third house also talks about skills of hand. The particular thing that I'm feeling for you, third house can also talk about any online business, any e-commerce or web presence. So I feel as if you have right away, if you have a project or a business that's online in some way, maybe it's e-commerce or it's connected to internet or social media in some way, huge wealth and success is coming that. Another thing that I'm really getting for you is that maybe some sort of networking event you're going to be invited to in the next couple of days, and that is going to be quite fruitful for you. It could be a short term travel, but I feel as if there's going to be some networking event that you go to, and there you end up somehow that will be really, really fruitful for you. So if you get invited to some work trip or, like an outing, I think it will be a very good thing for you to go on that, and it's going to be really fruitful for you. I don't really feel as if it's going to be collaborations for you. What I'm feeling more is on these trips, there can be conversations that are just going to kindle something in you, like a lightning moment, and you're like a eureka moment, and you're like, oh, this is the thing that I'm missing. I feel that kind of a thing. Like, because if you see third house, it also shows our mind, either through some intuition or you are networking, because the three of pentacles also made me feel the same. So I think either you'll go within or you read something, maybe you read something online, you listen to some podcast, you listen to some video or some song, and then that leads to some sort of a lightning moment where you start to understand what is this missing step that you need to take in order to start manifesting your dream reality. Let's see what other messages spirit guides have for you. Okay, we have the card of Puffin, partnership. Accept yourself. Ooh, partnership, the third house. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. Yeah, the three of pentacles thing, right? Like, I think you need to start doing more networking and be this colorful person that you are. So if in your social interactions, if you just hold yourself back and you feel as if maybe you don't want to offend anyone, right? Or you don't know how people are going to take, or maybe you don't want to sound too woo woo, and you don't really talk about the things that are of interest to you, or you don't express your opinions, right? But they're saying that go ahead and do it. You let your community enjoy the flavor that you bring to the group. Okay, and if that does lead to some sort of debates, some sort of discussions, that's okay. You can handle those situations with joy, and you don't know what will come out of this. Like, for instance, you are just scared, you don't want to tell anyone about the side project that you've been working on, right? Because you don't know how people are going to react to that particular idea. But you start talking about the things that you like, and then you see actually there are three more people who like it, or you see there is someone who knows someone in that particular field, and say, you know what, I can give you this contact. Or someone has like a useful piece of advice that you have not yet incorporated, or a different perspective that you have not been thinking. So I think spirit guides is saying that be open to conversation about any problem that you're facing, and you don't know what can come out of the discussions that you're ready to have about them. Okay, so Sometimes we feel as if, we are alone and only we are dealing with a particular problem. But I have found that to be rarely true. Fox, clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instinct, the thing that we were talking about here in Tool Sports. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. See, this is what I'm telling you. There is something that you know that I really feel this thing, right? And this card is like a confirmation. There is something that you are stuck. You don't know exactly how to manifest this dream reality. And I feel that you need to be open to having more conversations about it. Know that you can rely on your own instinct, and know that sometimes there are solutions which are available within our reach, but we are only not paying attention to it. So be more open to it. I feel this be open to romance makes me feel as if, because of the imagery here, it could be that maybe your love relationship can help you some way. Maybe you're in a relationship with someone and you have not even thought of taking help from them because you don't want to mix work and relationships. But actually now the card of partnership and this, they both make me feel, they both have like a couple. Maybe that's the message for some of you, that either you are attracting a soulmate who you are also going to be in partnership with, or maybe the person that you're in partnership with, you might end up entering into a romantic relationship with them. There is like that underlying message that's going on here. For a majority of you, I feel as if maybe talking to your partner about your situation can be helpful too. Maybe they'll have a different point of view, and maybe you haven't been doing that till now. That can be an interesting side that you don't know what will come out of. That's an interesting message. I wasn't really going there, but now when I look at the imagery in these cards, that's really coming through. Okay, let's see what other messages spirit guides have. Work easy. Allow yourself to be in the flow and enjoy what you do. You have the ability to prosper. It's okay to say no. That's the thing. Like, if you're working towards it, just keep working. You have got it. You can make it your reality. Okay, just enjoy more. Like, romanticize your life a little bit more, right? Sometimes it is the journey. We can just keep on working on our destination and we just forget about the beautiful life that we already have manifested. And if you think it's too much, there are things that align with you, you don't have time with. It's okay to say no. This and this, these two cards make me feel like it's okay to say no. Just be true in your partnerships, whether that's platonic or romantic. Start being more authentic, start showing up more authentic, and I think that is going to ease your life far more. Maybe you're making things too much more tougher than they need to be, right? Solutions are right around the corner. The people who want to help you just want to ask you, just ease up a little bit. Okay, we have fire, confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Right? That's like the message that's coming for you again and again. You just be confident, be optimistic, and keep moving towards the things that you're moving towards. Almost like, you are what people need, but you just don't want to accept it. Like, you are so scared of upsetting people and fitting in, but actually people almost love you and they love your natural vibe, and that's what you need to stand up in more. Okay, we also have house A, transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacies. Let's take one more. Aries, independence, bravery, and passion. The bravery and passion is really coming for you. Eighth house can also talk about other people's resources, and I feel as if you have not been asking for help, maybe there are people who can help you, but you have just not been able to get the courage to ask them. Be brave. Explain how and why you believe in that project, why you need that help, and you can get the help, if there are resources that you have been wanting from people around you, but you have been too scared to ask, go for it. It's going to help you. Just face those fears, and then, if you're able to create a legacy, you can actually help the people back, right? So stop fearing these confrontations or conversations, and just start moving towards them. You are loved, you are awesome. Spirit guides really want you to know. Okay, so this is beautiful, and let me know in the comments how this resonated, and see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, Bind 3. So, the crystal that you've selected is the crystal of Bloodstone, and the card that you selected is Ace of Wands. So, right away, I feel this new phase in your career and finance, you are attracting this new inspiration to start working on something that really calls to you. I feel as if you are going to be working in this, maybe in some sort of collaboration, maybe it's a team effort, or you're coming together with certain group of people, with friends or partners, to start a new project. It's something that you have been thinking of for a while, and now finally you're going to find the courage, the passion, the team plan, or the plan that is needed to start actually executing this plan. And I feel as if you're going to start finding this inspiration and motivation to start working towards it. Okay, so that's beautiful. It's something that really lights up your soul. I feel, you really find it meaningful. It's almost like a passion project, almost as if you're not in it for money. It's the beauty of what it means to you. Okay, we have Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles. These two cards straight away make me feel as if there was something that you were working towards earlier, but you're no more interested. Maybe you wanted to be on the higher position of the current job, but you're no more interested. It's almost as if you're dreaming a new dream. There's something that's really, you have your heart set on it, and it's different from what you have been working towards till now, but you're really going for it. Ace of Cups. Yeah, it is something that now you have started to feel as if this is something that is actually going to be meaningful to me, and that's what I want to pursue now. Ooh, the Star. Beautiful. This is something that is manifesting for you, and I feel it's truly, truly destined for you. And you're going to find a lot of success in this project, pile 3. That's for sure. Okay, so if you have been worried about whether to start this new project or not, go for it. It is going to bring you the highest level of fulfillment, this highest self, building the life that you truly love. Okay, both Ace of Cups and Page of Cups, they make me feel as if it's something new that you have found that you are almost enchanted by, and you cannot help. Maybe you have been stopping yourself from working on this project, but now it's almost as if you're completely enchanted by it. You cannot help yourself but work on this, and spirit guides are saying go for it. Okay, you are going to find solution, you're going to find the way. If till now you have not been clear on how to start this project, like you just had an idea but you weren't really sure about how to execute it, or maybe you didn't have the resources or the people that you needed, you're getting it now. And oh, the level of fulfillment it's gonna bring you, you're just gonna feel as if, those kind of projects that we work on when that's truly aligned and you're like, I don't even care about the final goal. I just love doing it. I love that this is my life. I love that I get to do this every day. That's the kind of feeling I'm having for you. It's going to be the level of fulfillment that you have always desired. And that's the beauty. I feel that's the thing, right? I talk about it a lot in my other videos as well, but I feel as if that's the beauty of finding your purpose, right? And Sometimes we feel as if anything that we have done prior to finding our purpose is actually meaningless. But I have often found that even the quest of finding your purpose is meaningful in itself. These things that we do, which are actually not aligned with our soul, but we do them for some reason, right? Maybe the society told us this is very fruitful, or we thought this is something that we should do, or we were good at it and that's why we did it, or it made good money and that's why we did it. But I feel as if even these things that were never our purpose, they're not a waste. They are the ones that tell us that there is a void. That, the money doesn't matter, there's something else. That just listening to people doesn't matter, there's something else. Just fitting into the society doesn't matter, there's something else, right? The quest to finding your purpose in of itself, I feel is so meaningful, right? If you've been feeling as if, oh no, I've worked so hard towards this goal, this life, and now I'm going to let it go and start afresh on this new goal, that's okay, right? That's part of the process. That's what makes you feel the void, and that's what makes you feel the importance of finding your purpose, finding your soul calling, right? Let's see, with the help of Astro Dice, what other information we can get in this new chapter. Okay, we have fourth house, Cancer, and Rahu. Oh, wow. So, North Node, Rahu or the North Node, that shows our soul calling. So, yeah, pile three, you are going to get aligned with the thing that calls to your soul. And the thing with Rahu, as I always talk about, things we have not yet mastered in this lifetime. So you're going to feel a pull towards doing it because it's your soul calling. That's what you have decided before coming on earth, that this is what I want to master in this lifetime. So you are not going to be able to prevent yourself from working on it. The issue is that you have not yet mastered this earlier in your life or in your previous lifetimes, however you want to believe it, right? That's why it may not be very easy to do it initially. But if you keep at it, this is the thing that gives you the maximum satisfaction and also success and fame, which also aligns with the star card, right? It gives you fulfillment, it gives you success, fame, money. But the thing is, you're not in it for that. You're in it because of the fulfillment. And then the other things, the money, the material success, the fame, all of that is just a byproduct, but you don't even care for it. You care for the fulfillment and the spiritual calling that you feel towards it. Cancer is also the natural fourth house. And fourth house, if you see, it talks about the emotional nurturing, the emotional foundation that we feel. And I think that it could talk about a couple of things, a couple of messages I'm getting here. Either it could be something where you start working from home, because North Node and fourth house can talk about that. So either it's something where you start working from home, or you start working in an environment which feels very peaceful, nurturing, and then that helps you. Maybe that makes us money, but now you are able to work on things in an environment where you're more nurtured, where you're at peace, and you're like, you know what, this is what I want. This peace is what I want. Another thing I feel as if you can start working, because fourth house also talks about real estate. It can talk about property. So maybe you want to start a business that's connected to real estate in some way. Cancer is the a water sign, so maybe you have a real estate that's somewhere close to water, or it can also be a moving vehicle. It's a very interesting thing. You may be dealing with some way in it. This is a message for very limited of you, but it could be like in yachts, or these boats on water, because fourth house is also the house of our means of transportation, like car and boats and everything. And Cancer is a water sign. So it could be that you're entering into some sort of a business related to real estate, or some moving vehicles connected to water or near water, some sort of that kind of a business also you could be dealing. And then this is a confirmation from the spirit for you that go ahead and start working on this dream project. Okay. Okay, let's see what other messages spirit guides have for you, pile 3. White stag, protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. See, I was really feeling that water thing here. There is something connected to, I think you're going to start a business which is some way going to be connected to water or a water body. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. So, if you've been confused, I'm telling you, if you've been confused about whether or not to start this business, it maybe seems too out there, just go for it. Spirit guides are saying this is divinely protected, divinely guided. You are supposed to do this, and you're supposed to create blessings for others. That's what I have seen on my journey. A lot of times we say, oh, why should I even share this? Why should I even do this? Right? But I've been given these callings because they have a purpose in the whole life or the show of life, right? And so when we start focusing on our calling, we are actually going to serve more people around us. Like, think about it. What if Elon Musk had never gone after his soul calling? We would have been deprived of so many amazing inventions, right? So it's not just about, oh, it doesn't really make a difference. It's actually, it makes a difference. You've been given that soul calling for a reason. You just don't see it yet. Okay, let's see the card. Elk, nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. Yes. Pile 3, you are guided in this. There is some purpose that you're being guided to do, and you cannot see it yet, but it's actually going to be really fruitful for people around you or the humanity at large, which is also going to give you success and fame. So do not stop yourself from following this soul purpose. Okay, know that it's important. Even if right now no one cares for it, know that it's important. It's been chosen. You've been chosen to do that thing on earth for a reason. Believe in that. Let's see what messages spirit guides want to give you. It's okay to have a voice and speak your truth. It's okay to take your time. Let's take one more. It's okay to say no. That's these two cards came for a previous group as well. I feel as if in your case, I feel like be authentic to yourself. When you are executing this project, be very, very clear that you're not here to accommodate other people's purposes or like other people's voices. This has to be your own voice, your own truth. Okay, do not let that get shadowed by other people's opinions if that doesn't really align with you. It's okay to take time. People say, oh, it's going to take a lot of time or it's just not going to be fruitful. It's okay. Take the advice that you want to and leave the rest. Say no to the advices that you don't really want. Okay, this is about you following your purpose, and know that your particular soul calling has a place in the whole world setup. Okay, we have South Node and Yang, destined to release, and Yang, proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. This is beautiful that we have both the Rahu, the North Node, and the South Node, right? This is whatever you're working on, this is really aligned with your spiritual path. So one thing I can tell you for sure, Pile 3, that if you go on this particular path, the level of fulfillment you're going to feel, the bliss that you will feel, oh, that is uncomparable. Okay, and I feel as if this Nine of Pentacles that we were talking about, you are scared of letting it go, this old dream go, this old reality that you've been working towards. It's okay. You're destined to release it. Okay. Focus on your own expression. Focus on moving towards the things that now you want to move towards. That had a purpose. You needed that to find what actually aligns with you. Okay, so let that go. You're destined to release it and then keep moving forward towards your purpose. So let me know in the comments how that resonated with you, Pile 3, and see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. So the crystal that you selected is the crystal of sodalite, and the card you selected is Queen of Wands. So I feel that the next chapter in your career and finance is going to be an era where you level up, baby. This is the theme of self-love, leveling up. Maybe you're going to start really changing your dressing style. Maybe you will start looking at the color theory or things that really suit you. But I feel as if you're going to really change the way you show up. Okay, so it can be a complete change of your aesthetics. This could also mean that you're going to rebrand your project. So it's going to be a complete rebranding of your business or your project, of your website if you have one. It could also mean that you're going to completely transform the way in which you interact with the people. So maybe you work on your public speaking skills, you work on your confidence skill, you take a side course on public speaking, and now you show up in the world confident, way more confident, and now people are taking note of you. People are listening to you, right? I feel as if there is this sense of vibrance that you're going to attract now in this new chapter. And that is a result of this newfound confidence and this rebranding that you're doing for yourself and for this project of business or career. Okay, and maybe if you've been working in a job, you show up differently in your workplace. You start reading up on the projects more, and now people are like, wow, this person really has a lot of new interesting things to add. Or you start working on your leadership skills. I really feel there's going to be a rebranding of sort for you, and that just puts you in a place of power and influence and almost like a source of magnetism. Like everyone wants to work with you now. Everyone feel this unexplained magnetism towards you. So let's see with tarot, what are the details we can get? We get the Six of Wands. Yeah, Six of Wands is the card of fame, and things start moving in your favor. And you see as if this figure just standing as the central figure and everyone is below them. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. Like people are putting you on a pedestal now because of this newfound confidence and this new rebranding that you're doing. Okay. We have Three of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. The rest of all of your cards are reversed. I feel as if you are really changing the way that you have been showing up in the world. So if you see Three of Pentacles, I think the way you have been interacting with people, the way you've been interacting with your clients, maybe the website, maybe the communication can be verbal or through your website. I feel you are completely changing it. The Six of Swords in reverse makes me feel as if the way in which you used to deal with problems or situations that were not so favorable, you're changing it. Maybe you stay calm. Earlier, you used to get all worked up. Oh, how am I going to do this? Or your team used to see you all frazzled, but now you're like calm. You're like in your queen era, right? And the Seven of Swords in reverse makes me feel as if even if there were things that was sprung on you or that you feel as if almost represented sort of deceiving you, now you're unfrazzled. Eight of Cups in reverse, I feel as if you are ready to complete the projects that you maybe let go of because you were scared of the kind of arguments that it would lead to. Maybe because of these arguments in the past, you used to leave the things that you actually wanted to do. But now you are in your queen era. You know that you have the confidence that is needed to handle any arguments, any conflicts, and move towards this particular project that you want to work on. Okay, maybe you had a tough client and you were like, oh my god, I'm not going to deal with the arguments that happen or the confrontations that happen, and so you would leave that project altogether. Or maybe you had tough teammates, or superiors, or juniors that you didn't really align with. Whatever the case may be, you are now revisiting the things that you once just let go out of the fear of disagreements or things not going in your favor. Okay, because now you're stepping into this confidence and power. Let's roll the astro dice to get more information. Okay, we have South Node in Cancer in seventh house. Seventh house, it talks about our partnerships, and South Node talks about the things that we have to release. So straight away, I feel as if you are ready to release partnerships just unflinchingly. Things that do not align with you, things that are just causing an emotional mess and mental havoc, you are cutting it sword. You just don't care now. You're cutting those things out unflinchingly. Because Ketu or South Node, it also, represents knives or swords, right? You're cutting it unflinchingly. Any people who were just acting as hindrances to the achievement of real goal, and you were too scared to have those confrontations or those arguments, you don't care anymore. You are in your confidence era, and you are cutting off anyone who is just interested in creating hurdles and not actually interested in creating productivity for you. Okay, let's see what other messages spirit guides have for you. Lion, higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. That's the thing. By four, this is the chapter of your career where you finally become the king or queen in your life, in your career. Okay, you have the courage you need to take the decisions that you so well know that you need to take. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. Exactly what we were talking about. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Exactly what we were talking about. Choose your tribe carefully. Anyone who does not align with your vision, you are the king or the queen, okay? Let them go. Okay? You have the courage. Reclaim your majesty, pile 4. We also have two more cards. Giraffe, visionary. Rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. So yeah, when you're making these changes, let those connections go with love. Okay, gracefully. Deal with those severances gracefully. And white stag, protector. You're an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. So, by four, know that you are here to do amazing things. You're not here just to please a few people. Okay, so reclaim that majesty and then take the decisions that you need to take with love and grace. Okay, we have listened to your inner compass. You are capable of brilliant transformation. This is the transformation, right? That we've been talking about. This brilliant transformation is coming for you. You are capable of it. Just claim it now. You are in co-creation with the universe. I love the butterfly imagery. Even on this one, we have a butterfly imagery. You are coming out of that cocoon phase and now becoming the beautiful butterfly you were always meant to be. Ask your dreams a question when you need an answer. And we again have the butterfly imagery. Okay, I think one another message that I have for you is rely on your own instincts more than trying to please people around you. Okay, that is where leaders are able to lead the team because they are relying on their own instinct. So listen to everyone, but let the final instinct be yours. Okay, that's how I feel you'll be able to lead people more effectively. Okay, interesting that we have house 4 and Cancer is the natural house for cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. The last one, the moon. Satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. And moon is also the natural ruler of Cancer. So that's also a very interesting message that is coming. I think it'll be very interesting for you to start focusing on be more loving towards yourself and others. So while you do have to be crystal clear on your vision and don't let any sort of people pleasing tendencies affect it, but at the same time, now because you have this confidence, you don't hold grudges against anyone. Okay, you feel no resentment towards others. You, in fact, feel more grace, love, and acceptance towards others. But you realize that in order to be loving, you don't have to accommodate everyone's visions or opinions, right? So, that is another message I'm really getting. Take the decisions that you need to take, stay in your power, but lead with heart. Okay, make sure that you are kind and graceful in your dealings with people. Okay, so that was beautiful, Pile 4. Let me know in the comments how that resonated for you, and see you in my next video. Bye.